G'day and welcome. Happy weekend, guys. Welcome to another video. We're doing a special video today because of what's happened over the past 24 hours. Internet has clearly blown up with the announcement and the upcoming arrival of the new Tesla Model 3 Highland. But what's more exciting is I want to talk to you guys about what's also happened that kind of just flew under the radar. So what I'm actually going to talk about first quickly, we'll get the Model 3 out of the way. Okay, so let's get the Tesla news out of the way. So Model 3 Highland, I've got the Australian site open here in front of you. You guys would have seen it all over the media in terms of the main changes. I'm not going to go through that in detail, but what a crazy proposal for $64,814 drive away price. And then you've got up here delivery January to March 2024. Also take into account that in New South Wales, you still do have the $3,000 rebate available. So it's down to about just under 62. So 61,814 is pretty much the end cost that you'll get, that you'll pay for one drive away. And then the long range here, looking at the RRP, they're about $10,000 difference. So 74,814, and that still falls within the rebate amount as well. So 71,814 for that in white color. And as you can see, the couple of new colors, as you may have seen, Stealth Grey, that replaces the Midnight Silver Metallic or the Quicksilver overseas. And then you've got Ultra Red instead of the multi-coat red. Following that, the wheels 18 and the 19 inch. I personally think the way to go is actually the 18s based on the specs available, because we don't get the performance model, so you may as well get the one with the thicker rubber, thicker tire wall, so that it's actually more comfortable on the road, and then use that money, because whilst it says $1,800 difference here, you got to add in the tax differences to that as well. So my view is save the $1,800, and if you're going to modify your car, use that 1,800 or a little bit more than that with tax to put it towards another set of rims. So that is definitely better. I would also say keep with black trim, because I haven't been too happy with the white trim myself, and I'll do a video on that sometime soon. But the black one is probably the way to go. And ventilated seats. My God, what a great addition. Thank you, Tesla, for bringing that to the new Model 3. Not that I'm going to get it. And that kind of wraps it up for the Tesla components. As you can see, you've got your general options there. But what I do want to bring to your attention is where I think the styling came from. Because if you have a look at this picture here on the Model 3, I'm going to pull up another picture here of an Aston Martin Vantage. You may have seen that on CarWow. I had the exact same thoughts, and I found a picture that looks really, really, really like its brother. So I personally think if you had a race car version of the new Model 3 and it was a coupe, it's pretty much going to look like the Aston. Let me know what you think. But on to the more exciting news. So the one that flew down under the radar. So it is the IONIQ 5N. So about a month ago, we actually had the global worldwide press release event, which was overseas at the Goodwood Festival, I think it was. And now it's finally coming here, pre-sale on 15th of September. So we're just about 2 weeks away, and we're going to go through the website because all the specs are confirmed and we've got pricing confirmed too. And let me tell you, it's a lot of money. So let's scroll through. So scrolling through here, never just a drive, you enjoy it, exhilaration of high performance driving and epic cornering abilities with racetrack capabilities. So there's a little pop-out section here on the right that you can see. Racetrack capability, 478 kilowatts with N-Grin boost mode engage. It's a cornering rascal because, as you know, it is all-wheel drive, and it's got drift optimizer. It's got special torque distribution, like back in the days where we had rally cars for the roads, like the Lancer Evolutions and the WRX STIs. It's also got high performance audio, active sound, making driving noises as well. And yeah, that's the three key pillars of the design. Scrolling further down, you'll see here 478 kilowatts of boost, 3.4 seconds to 100 under boost with a top speed of 260 kilometers per hour. And then the pop out on the right Here's the N-Torque distribution. So you can see there's a lot of settings that you can actually pull through there, and you can adjust, I'm sure, endless amounts of combinations of how you want to set up your car. And you've got this drift optimizer. Not that we have, I guess, drift tracks within Sydney, but it's good to know that they have taken into consideration having a lot of fun with the car. And then this N-Green boost, extra 10 seconds surge of power up to 478. So I guess this is like in your traditional ICE vehicles where you have the over boost for some of your turbocharged vehicles, where they give you that additional little boost for that certain period of time. So 478 peaking towards 500 kilowatts. That's really amazing. Okay, let's scroll further down. And so here is the magic number, $122,275 drive away. I don't think I've put a postcode here, and I didn't enable any location notifications, so I'm not too sure if there is any differences in pricing around the different states. But you're looking at $122,000 for the car. So I think EV6 GT was about 110 thereabouts. The Model Y performance now is, of course, less than that, but it did start at about 105, I think, off the top of my head, or thereabouts. And yeah, so looking at the specs, so front motor has about 166 kilowatts, rear 282 with 350 and 390 Newton meters of torque. There's the respective figures once it's in N-Green boost mode, which is for that roughly 10 seconds. You've got E-shift and regen paddle shifts as you can use. 21-inch aluminium wheels. I don't know how heavy they are, but generally speaking 21s are quite heavy. So, and you can see on the picture here that there's pretty thin tire wall, so potentially something that is going to give, I guess, a rougher ride. And it does say here 35, so it's quite similar to the Model Y performance. You've got your electronic control suspension with variable damping, so that's really good. Bucket seats, absolutely love. I am 100% sure, and I have it even sat in the IONIQ 5N, that those bucket seats will walk all over Tesla seats any day of the week. 84 kilowatt hour battery with preconditioning, 400 millimeter front rotors. So those are huge for an everyday car. And then you've got some connected services, over-the-air updates, software updates. You've got ultra rapid charging, electronic LSD or limited slip differential on the rear axle, and then Hyundai Smart Sense. So they've incorporated Hyundai's usual safety features there. Scrolling further down, just talks about the design, and let's scroll to the right and see what we have. So it talks about the exterior and signature N design cooling vents, and how it just looks really aggressive with a lot more of those straight lines. The 21-inch wheels are forged wheels, so fantastic, so really strong. And then you've got your special N steering wheel, which I guess has buttons there to help configure your car, and probably a lot more driver stability compared to your normal Hyundai models. And then there's a video here from the worldwide premiere. I'll just put a link to that. I won't play that within this video, but I'll put a link to that down in the description section so you can watch that. And then it's just got stay tuned for more. So yeah, from what I've seen, scrolling back through to the top, the orders are actually going to be very limited. So they are opening on 15th of September at, I think, midday, and they're only going to run for 12 hours to the end of the day. So going to make it quite exclusive. I do wonder how they're going to sell at $122,000. I dare say there's lots of other ICE cars that are obviously fun, but not EVs. So yeah, hopefully they sell. I'm really interested to see who's going to throw $122,000, because I don't have the stats on how many EV6 GTs they've sold. And what I have heard previously is that the numbers for the Model Y performance are definitely a lot lower in terms of count compared to your long range and your rear drive models. So yeah, but it's really exciting. It's fantastic to see that the Hyundai's N division has put out what looks like a fantastic and really fun car, especially to take onto the racetrack. So yeah, let me know guys, what do you think? Are you guys going to get one? Do you think the price is too high, or do you think they've got the price spot on? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hyundai, I'm reaching out to you. This is my official reaching out to you. Get me one of your cars for a test drive when the time comes. I'd love to be a part of all of this. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe. I forgot to mention as well, because it is still early in the day, you can actually see this car at the World Time Attack Challenge out in Eastern Creek in Sydney today if you want. It was there yesterday and today, and the Drift King Keiichi Tsuchiya from Japan is here drifting that around as well, so you can see that there. I'm not going to head out there because it's Father's Day weekend, so for the ones celebrating, have a happy Father's Day, and yep, we'll see you more with more content soon. Take care.